I'm standing here right inside of the Business Labs, and 2, 3 floors below me, there is also PlattformV. So so the question of this, or the topic of this presentation is, if change is the only constant, what is your reaction? Today, we see that this world is changing significantly. We see that there is a global to local, there is basic to complex, repetitive to single usage, and also mechanical to automated, to name just a few. So major changes ahead. And if we look into our history books, we also see significant changes when it comes to the acceleration of innovation. So it's not just a feeling, and not just the media or the let's say the hype that we often hear and see, but we really have a big difference now today. And the difference is that we see significant changes. Now, the thing that drives us most is what happens to Vorarlberg. So Vorarlberg is a small country in the middle of Europe, but at least Austria is not so unimportant. It's the 10th most expensive, but also richest country in the world. And Vorarlberg is one of the leading regions. So we see that there is stuff going on and there will be changes. And so the question is now, that leads to my initial point, what does Vorarlberg and Karl-Heinz Grasser have in common? And you will guess, well, there's not much that a country or county can have in common with some finance minister that we used to have a couple of years ago, but we see that there are some similarities. All of them are zu schön, zu reich, and zu erfolgreich. So that would translate to too rich, too beautiful, and too successful. What does that mean? So in our Vorarlberg, we have a good position, but the thing is that we are having a hard time creating new value. Why? Because we are too rich, or at least consider ourselves too rich, too successful, and also too beautiful. We don't need to do it. Well, not all of us believe like that. We think that there is a different attitude to our world. And for example, Christoph and Hubert and others in this ecosystem follow the mantra of Mahatma Gandhi. And also, I believe that the saying of be the change you want to see in the world is the thing that we should really focus on. So we should say, what do you want to change? And when we look at the definition of people that are making change, we see the word, or an important word is the role of the entrepreneur. So the entrepreneur, and here is a definition, is the person who organizes, the woman who organizes, manages, and builds businesses, typically with a considerable initiative and significant risk. So change is also involved there. And that's why we created the Business Labs, and where we see two big roles. On the one hand, we see the entrepreneur. On the other hand, we see the intrapreneur. So Business Labs is really for the entrepreneur, and PlattformV is for the intrapreneur. Now, what's an intrapreneur? Intrapreneur is someone who's inside a corporation. Let's look at this maybe. PlattformV, I'm not affiliated or partnered with PlattformV. I'm just bringing this up to give you a perspective. PlattformV is really about open innovation, about having common topics like blockchain, like e-learning, and other stuff that is fostering questions about open innovation. So how can corporates innovate together? PlattformV, to summarize this, is about co-creation, innovation. Co-create innovation in a word. So building MVPs, building businesses, doing open innovation, going cross-industry, and also working on B2B networks, so that companies that have similar problems or similar questions can address these questions in not just words, but also in experiments and in results. In the end, building real businesses. On the other hand, we have the idea of market experiments, building value from market experiments. So what's the idea here? Here we have completely different ballgame. Startups that are building software as a service, platform as a service, and open source projects that have the idea of delivering new value with technology. What's common about both is that we have real life experiments, but in the Business Labs, we have not work groups, but rather real startups and work teams that foster their own initiatives. They do share unique data and insights, and also they build an international business network together with established players from Google to Facebook to Microsoft, where we have significant contacts. So that's the other side of the medal. And that brings us to the final question that drives us for today. What is the problem you want to transform into new value? And with this big question, I'm off for today. I'm ready to answer any questions in the comment section below. And I'm happy that you have listened or connected to this live stream. And I wish you a very, very good day. Have a good time and contact us with the contacts that we listed below. See you.